Hey, what's up guys, it's Travis Flips. Welcome to my Poke Lab, and today let's find out the top 20 most valuable cards in the latest Japanese Pokemon set, Jet Black Silver Lens. In my previous price guides for matchless fighters and battle styles, these were some of the most viewed videos in my channel. And to be honest, I enjoy making these kind of videos more than just opening packs. I mean, end of the day, I want Travis Flips not just to be entertaining, but be informative and educational as well. Besides opening packs, I mean those are fun, alright, but that's easy. And I don't like doing easy things. Okay, so Jet Black Silver Lens. Now this price guide as usual will give us a hint of the most valuable cards in the upcoming Chilling Reign expansion set. And just like I was super excited to find out the top cards for matchless fighters, I am also super excited for this one because there's so many amazing cards, especially the alternate arts. I mean, if you see my Jet Black Silver Lens booster box opening video, we actually put the alternate art Zeraora, which is definitely in this list. And some of the top cards in this list may be obvious to you, but there's definitely some that may surprise you as well. And just a few pointers, as usual, we are taking prices from eBay last sold because that's the most indicative of global market prices. But this time we also reference Card Rush Japan and UUT, which are two of the biggest online stores if you want to buy Pokemon cards from Japan. This is so that we can have a more balanced point of view. And lastly, the rankings will be split into two parts. So the first part will be for the Silver Lens set and the second part will be for the Jet Black set. I think this distinction makes it easier to identify the top cards in each set because in actuality they are two different sets. So without further ado, let's start off with our honorable mentions. Okay guys, so as you see here, we have our honorable mentions that didn't quite make it in the list, but they are still pretty valuable cards. And just a word of caution, alright guys, the prices that you see are accurate as of the date that I published this video, alright, but as usual they can always be subjected to changes in the future depending on how the market moves. Based on my experience, it usually doesn't change that much, alright. The rarest cards will be the rarest cards, okay, unless some significant things happens, but most of these rankings should still hold up in the long run. Okay, so in our honorable mentions, you see we have both the Calorix, the normal alternate art, we have the Rainbow Flannery, we have the normal alternate art Zeraora. Oh my god, what a badass artwork and design. And then you see some of the gold cards over here. So traditionally the gold item cards, they aren't really worth much. And for the gold Pokemon cards such as this Electrode here, it really depends on the Pokemon. Okay, so let me know in the comment section below guys, were you surprised that some of these cards did not make it into the top 10 list? So our 10th spot goes to our gold Bronzong. I believe this is a shiny variant as well, and I'm not gonna lie, the design looks pretty sick. I love the green and gold tones in this card, and let me just take the opportunity to explain how this works. Alright, so over at the left you have the card picture itself, okay, and the right side we have the screenshot of eBay last sold prices. Alright, and just to provide more clarifications, alright, so sometimes some of the less popular cards, right, you don't get a lot of data, especially newer sets, and when you filter by eBay last sold, like for example this Bronzong or some of the other cards that you'll see later on, when we filter by eBay last sold, we maybe see only one or two results. But what's interesting is that we can also remove the filter and just see the newly listed prices and see how much people are selling these for. So you can kind of get a rough gauge of what the market price is for this particular card right now. So if you refer to the eBay section, I list it at about $28. That's a rough average. And then I want to bring your attention to the second row, which is Card Rush, and the third row, which is UUT. So by and large, the card prices in UUT are going to be slightly more expensive than Card Rush. There's usually about a 500 yen difference. Now I tend to place more emphasis on the Japanese card prices actually, because these are likely to be prices set by the distributors, and usually the English market will just follow suit. Now I'm not fully aware as to the detailed factors and the procedure how they price each card. Feel free to let me know in the comment section if you do. I believe it has to do with the rarity of the card as well. So that's why you see I like to have different points of view. So you see eBay is roughly this price. Over at Japanese sites, they are valued at roughly these prices. So it gives you a rough range to play around with. Okay, so let's check out our next card. So as I do more of these price guides, I find myself having to Google the names and the backgrounds of some of these trainers. My worst is in these waifus, alright? I have zero knowledge in them. So this one is Melanie. Okay, so this rainbow variant is going at about $30 on eBay, and the Japanese values it at $19 and $23. Okay, so once again you see a similar pattern as the Bronzong. And in this set, if you have not already noticed, there are usually for the trainer cards, there are 2 if not 3 variants. So they have the normal holo rare, they have the rainbow version, and they have the full art version. So most of the time, if not all of the time, the actual full art version is going to be more expensive than the rainbow version. So coming in at number 8, we have our mascot Pokemon for this set, the Ice Rider Cataracts in its rainbow form. So to be honest, I think I'm in the minority, but I actually prefer the Ice Rider Cataracts' design. I know moveset and usability probably loses out, and maybe some people think the design will lose out to the Shadow Rider, but I mean, that's just my opinion. So in this set, it kind of follows the same pattern as Battle Styles, where you have both Urshifus. Alright, you have the rainbow version, you have the normal alternate art, and you have the secret rare alternate art, which is the crazy expensive one. So this rainbow version is kind of like the entry level card in terms of value. Okay, so eBay last sold about 30 to 35 bucks, and over at Card Rush we're seeing it at 2,480 yen or about $23, and the same for over at UUT as well. Guys, leave in the comment section below anyone like me who prefer Ice Rider Cataracts. So our 7th spot is the full art Flannery trainer card. And if you've seen the constellation list, the rainbow variant was actually there. So this one is way more valuable than the rainbow variant. And I actually saw someone pull this card live, and it looks so much more brilliant and beautiful in person than when you see it online. I mean, the holo just hits different, these full art trainers. So we are still in the range of $30 to $40, eBay last sold. And over at Japanese sites, they are being sold for $23 and UUT $27. Alright, our number 6 position, and this actually surprised me when I'm doing this recording right now, because this is actually the secret rare alternate art of the Tornadus V, and it's not even one of the top most expensive cards. I mean, just take a look at eBay last sold, it's only going for $35–40 for, I mean, this may be the cheapest secret rare alternate art ever. And if you take a look at the Japanese sites, that is only being valued at $27 and $32. I think this largely has to do with popularity. I have a feeling that Tornadus may not be everyone's favorite Pokemon card, but just we have to give props to the artwork. It just looks amazing. I love this new style that Pokemon is embarking on. So I definitely love this. Keep them coming, but we have no idea why this is priced so low. In fact, this is more shocking that this is cheaper than some of the other cards that we're gonna see later on. The power of waifu. So we are back again with Melanie. She's back in this list, and this time we see her full art variant, and I gotta admit the colors look really good. With the background especially, the rainbow version definitely doesn't do it justice. And this fits the entire Silverlands Ice Rider Cataracts theme so much. And this was not one of the more hyped cards in the beginning when they were releasing the card list, but I can tell you, like, it started from last week or even 2 weeks back, right? People were noticing this card, and I think over at Card Rush it was entirely sold out already. It may increase in value, who knows, but right now it's being sold anywhere from $37 to $60. When you see a big range like this, it means that there's impulse buy going on, and many people are just willing to pay and pay even higher just to get hold of this card. So who knows, we may actually see more impulse buy more people, more demand for this product, this price, and thereby driving the price up. But once again, you see over at Japanese sites, we see a more grounded price, okay, $34, $37. But if the popularity of this character continues to increase, then likely we'll see that this card is just going to get more expensive and harder to get hold of in the future. So coming in at our 4th spot, we have the Gallerium Rapidash alternate art. This is the second alternate card in Silverland set, and I actually put this in my my Instagram post that, do you guys notice? I'm gonna put it right now, okay, so that you guys can see, and I'm gonna prove my theory right. The first thing you see is not the Rapidash. Come on, it's not my eyes, it's so obvious. The first thing you see is a dinosaur's head. I'm gonna highlight this to you. Alright, it looks like some kind of brachiosaurus or something. You see, it's obvious, right? It's super obvious. Don't tell me you can't see it. And once you see it, you can't unsee it, and it makes it even harder to find a Rapidash. Guys, am I wrong here? So prices wise, we're looking at eBay last sold 45 to 65, and then over at Card Rush 37, and UUT about $46. Okay, our 3rd place goes to none other than our mascot again, the Ice Rider Calorix, this time in the normal alternate art. What more can I say? Just another sick artwork, especially the background. But if you ask me to compare this alternate art versus the Shadow Rider one, I think that one both looks awesome, okay, but I think the Shadow Rider one is better than this. So eBay last sold, we are seeing it go for $49 to even $65, and there's quite a big volume of these being sold. Go and check out eBay last sold for this card. Once again, the Card Rush is $39 and UUT $46. Okay, so that's our 3rd spot. Now let's talk about the 2nd most valuable card in Silverlands. Okay, so does this surprise you? At our 2nd position, we have a water energy, but not just any water energy. This is the gold card, an ultra rare gold water energy, and I can see like these are gonna be timeless. I mean, every collector, and the design is virtually the same, and for sure a lot of collectors will be looking to add these into their collection. But very surprisingly, this card and its ghost energy variant in jet black, these are being very highly valued. Even at Japanese sites, we are talking about at least $80. Okay, so this, if you pull this, easily an $80 to $100 card. And coming in as the most expensive and valuable card in the Silverland set, we have the Ice Rider Cataracts VMAX Secret Rare Alternate Art, whatever you want to call it. Guys, the more I look at this card, the artwork, the more I'm loving it. Don't get me wrong, alright, I love the Shadow Rider Calorix as well. I truly do. I mean, I love both of them. But just something about the Ice Rider Cataracts and the entire winter theme and the background. The backgrounds in this set are just amazing. You have the icy landscape, the mountains, the snow, just amazing, just amazing. And initially when I was looking at some analysis, some videos like that, right, they were actually saying that, you know, this card, the price of this card may be like just half of the Shadow Rider Calorix, but clearly that's not the case. In fact, I was pretty surprised as well. The price of this card at $240 to $260 is actually kind of on par with the Shadow Rider counterpart, and is very highly valued over at Japanese sites as well. We are talking about a easy $200 to $220 card. Just an amazing looking and iconic card for sure. What more can I say? Okay guys, so this concludes the top 10 most valuable cards for Silverlands. Next, we're gonna move on to our top 10 most valuable cards for Jet Black set. Let's go. Okay, so we're starting off the Jet Black countdown with a bang with our Pioneer Trainer card. So this is one of the new characters introduced for Sword and Shield. And once again, the artwork, the colors just look sick. I put the rainbow version one actually, so check that video out if you want to. But anyway, that rainbow version cannot even compare to the full art as we are seeing right now. Once again, the background takes the cake. I mean, I think that they have a concept, a theme in mind, and they've built this Winterland, if you will, and with all these characters and Pokemon in it. So as usual, waifu cards are always gonna be expensive. In fact, you're gonna see a ridiculous one later on. Roughly, if you pull this card, you can probably sell for 40. If you want to buy, it's around $40 as well. We are seeing more grounded prices once again over at Japanese websites. So guys, really, if you can buy directly from these Japanese sites, you want to do that because you're gonna save yourself a lot more money. So coming in at number 9, we have our Blissey alternate art. Okay, so I mean, at first I was surprised again. This is an alternate art after all, but when you come to think of it, there's just too much secret rares and alternate arts in this set. So eBay last sold, we are looking at $40 to $45. Okay, and much lower prices over at Japanese sites. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so coming at number 8th spot, we have our Rainbow Shadow Rider Calorix card. So this card is, if you compare it to Blissey, right, I mean, usually it's rare to see a rainbow card that's more valuable or expensive than an alternate art card. But I think part of the reason is the overwhelming popularity of this Pokemon. eBay last sold, we're seeing $40 to $50. And over at Japanese card sites, the prices are more fair and logical because this is a normal rainbow card after all. So if you have the Shadow Rider Cataracts card of any sort, whether you sell it off or hold for the long term, it's going to be a very valuable card. Okay guys, so coming in at number 7, we have this Pokemon trainer called Caitlyn. So guys, you're not just looking at any other waifu, like this is the waifu, at least for this set. So the entry level card, remember I told you there's 2 variants, there's the rainbow variant and there's the full art version. I was so shocked. So if you want to get this card, is about $36 to $50, okay, or you rather get from the Japanese site, it's much cheaper that way. Okay, so there's one more of her coming up. Okay, so we gotta move on. So coming in at number 6, we have the gold ultra rare Fog Crystal card. I have zero idea what this card does. I think it looks dope, and honestly surprised that it costs so much as well. Maybe it has some special unique abilities. If you know what's so special about this card, let me know in the comment section below. Alright, so we're looking at the first card to break $50, about 46, 36, but over at eBay last sold is consistently being sold for $50, I would say, or near $60. Okay, coming in at number 5, this one is definitely very deserving of this spot. We have the absolutely gorgeous alternate art Shadow Rider Cataracts V. I mean, just take a look at the magnificent artwork. It looks like the Pokemon itself is going on some kind of spiritual journey. I tell you guys, Pokemon is stepping it up in the creative department, in the artwork department. I really cannot choose any of you guys down here who love both Ice Rider Cataracts and Shadow Rider Cataracts. I mean, both of them are cool and unique and majestic and badass in their own way. So getting this card can be a bit pricey. We are looking at $56 up to $80. You're gonna spend $80 on this single card. That's the cost of one single booster box. Okay guys, now we are in the realm of some heavy hitters. Coming in at our number 4 spot, I pulled this card. We have the alternate art Zeraora V card. To me, other than the mascot Pokemon, this may be the best looking alternate card in this set, if not in the history of Pokemon cards. The thing that makes it so good is it's so mysterious. Like, it looks like it's reaching for something, but what is not shown in the card itself. And then you have 2 other Pokemon. You have the Sneasel, another Pokemon which I cannot see. What are they doing? What are they looking at? Can anyone decipher this picture? It looks like it's standing on top of a mountain, like some sort of gigantic mountain, and it has reached the pinnacle and the sun is shining on it, and it looks like it's about to ascend to the heavens. I think that's the way to decipher it. So if you pull this card, you're gonna be real hyped for it. Not just for the artwork, but for the price as well. you can definitely sell it for a very decent price. We are looking at a near $100 card, and if you ask me, even if you're not a fan of Zero Aura, I would definitely want to keep this card. Even if it doesn't increase in value in the long run, it's still gonna be a very valuable card, and a highly sought after one as well. Okay guys, so our third spot, we are starting to break the $100 mark here. Can you believe it? It is this gold ultra rare psychic energy card. This card is even more valuable than the Zero Aura. Unbelievable. So I've said my opinion regarding these gold energy cards, and comparing the two gold energy cards in this set, I think this is slightly more expensive. So as you can see, eBay, this card is being listed for $100. People want to sell this card at $100, and it's not gonna be cheap as well if you want to buy it from Card Rush or UUT. Okay, so that's it for you for our third spot. Let's move on to our second place. Unbelievable, waifu dominates. So we are back with the full art Caitlyn trainer card. We are not talking about slight increases. You notice how the card price suddenly jumped? Okay, we're talking about barely $100, barely $60-$70 to easily a $120 to $150 cards. I mean, what's going on? To be honest, I really don't know what's going on. What makes this Caitlyn trainer card so valuable? And once again, this shows you why Jet Black is the superior set, because just the top cards and the combined value and the desirability of the trainers and the Pokemon in Jet Black is just so much more superior compared to Silverlands. But my gosh, at these prices, it might as well be the mascot card of this entire set. But luckily, our mascot card is just so amazing and miles above the rest. And let's talk about him now. So coming in as the most expensive card, not just for Jet Black but the entire Jet Black Silverlands expansion set, is our emo horse himself, the Shadow Rider Cataracts VMAX alternate art. So one thing that I've noticed many of you guys have mentioned over and over again is that this artwork is actually drawn by the famous Mitsuhiro Arita, and apparently he has drawn many of the classic Pokemon card designs. So let's take some time to admire this card. You take a look at the colors, everything is blended nicely. It features the Shadow Rider Cataracts galloping as if it's crossing, ready to cross the sky. It kind of looks like Santa Claus and his reindeer, don't you think? And it looks like it's just ready to take on the night. The background is amazing, awesome as always. And like we've mentioned earlier, playability wise, right, I believe this is one of the strongest Pokemon, most broken Pokemon to be introduced. And many years down the road, people are gonna remember this as one of the most amazing cards, the first of its kind. Okay, so it's not hard to see why this card is valued so highly. In fact, I think this, if we compare it to Battle Styles or Matchless Fighters, this #1 most expensive card, I think we're comparing to the Moltres and the Rapid Strike Urshifu. I think this may eventually, when the English version releases, this may be even more expensive than those two. So even right now, the Japanese version is selling for $229, even $270 if you filter by eBay last sold. And you're not gonna be able to get it below $200 either if you want to buy it directly from these Japanese websites. Okay, so if you pull this card, give it to me. No, I'm joking. Keep it for yourself and see the value increase. Okay guys, so I hope this gives you a quick breakdown and a very quick picture of the value of these cards, where they stand, their rankings, how much they are valued, and I hope this helps you when you're either buying or selling. I'm still very curious why that Caitlyn card is so expensive, guys. Okay, please let me know. Someone let me know in the comments. So if you found this list useful, make sure you comment. Let me know your thoughts and be sure to like this video, share it with your Pokemon friends, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And also let me know what's your favorite pulls from Jet Black Silverlands. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!